Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of making a professional music store that we started the last time. Now, if you haven't watched the part 1, please go and watch it so that we start with the part 2. Yeah, I'll leave the link in the description, and then also, I'll make sure that I put the link over there so that you can be able to watch it, and then you come over here to watch the part 2. Now, this is the part 2 of what we started the last time, and then we are continuing now. We left off over here, okay, designing the front page, and then also customizing it as a mobile friendly front page so that it can be used in the mobile side of it. So as you can see, this is the mobile side of the website. Now if you close this one, you can see it well. Yeah, and if you click on here, if you click over here, we can see the full screen menu mode 2 over here. Nice one, fully designed. Okay, yeah, very nice one. Now if you haven't watched this video, please go and watch it, and then you come and continue with this one. Now before we move on to design our second page, our second front page, or our second home page, let's move to the desktop mode over here. Now guys, if we are in the desktop mode and then we click on the full screen mode, you realize that when we scroll, the the cards over here, or the content, cover the menu. Okay, that is not what we want it. As you can see, that is not what we want. Now it is very easy to fix this one, very easy to fix it. Now the easy way is to, when you click on the full screen mode, just go to advanced. Okay, click on advanced over here, and then look for Z index over here, the Z index over here. Now give it a high Z index because we want this one to be on top of all other pages or all other content. Okay, so give it a high index. So I'm going to give it like 999 so that it will be very high. Now let me delete it and show you something. If I delete it, you realize that we have this thing over here. Now if I scroll, all these ones cover it. It means that we will not be seeing the full screen mode well as we wanted. The menu, we will not be seeing it well as we want. But then if I put in 999, you realize that the thing over here disappears. Okay, and then the menu, or the full screen mode menu, comes on top of all other content. So let's scroll and see. You see that there is nothing to see. Okay, it is just the menu that we see over here, and that is exactly what we want. Okay, so we just click on update to update it, and then we are done. Now let's go to the tablet mode 2. Yeah, that one is also perfectly well. And then now let's go to the mobile side too. That one too is what? Perfect. It's perfectly done. Okay, so that is it for our front page. We can close this one, and then we will head over to create the next home page for our website. So let's go to the other home page. Okay guys, so this is our back end of the website. Now to create the other home page, now let's take a look at the other one that we are looking on it to create this one, and then I'll show you something over there. Okay, so this is the website that we want to copy. Okay, so this is exactly the one that we want to copy. Now let's go to the home page over here. So this is what we want to create. This is the next one, or the second home page that we want to create for our website. Okay, so this is exactly the one that we want to create, just this one. Okay, over here. Now it's have what? A hero session, just like the first one that we created. Okay, it also have another session over here, rich list, all the best music from different countries. over here, okay, and then have a button over here to what that links you to the store page of the of the website to download more music over there. And then it also have this category of what music listed over here, and then a playlist also listed over here, okay. And we have to create, and then the footer, as we saw from the other side too, is also here. So now what we need to do is to create the header, okay, to create the header, to create the hero page, to create this page with a button, and then also to create this 2-column a section over here, and then list all our songs, or our songs over here, and then also have a playlist over here, and then we have the footer, okay. So what we have to do is start creating it. So now we're going to create the page, that is the home page, okay. So this is the home page that we are going to use to create. Now let's take a look at how the home page looks like. Let's take a look at how the home page really looks like. Now guys, this is how the home page looks like, okay. No header. The footer is what is just anyhow, okay. It doesn't depict what we really want, okay. So to start creating it, first we want to create the header and then the footer first. Now let's look at how the header looks like. The header have what? Home, about, services, contact, and then have the the logo in the middle, and then also we have what? Music store, and then we have some genre, okay, and then some some artists, and then we have what? Playlist, okay. Now first what we're going to do is we want to create some music in our store first, so that we can be able to use it to design this one, and also create the header and the footer, and then we start designing. So first let's go to our back end, and then go to product, okay. We want to create some music first. Go to product, click on add new, and start creating our music, okay. So the first music that we want to create, let's look at it. Now let me use this one. So we want to create this one, Burna Boy on the low, okay. So that is the first one that we want to do. So we give it what? A product name. So this is our product name. We give it the product name, okay. Now I'm not going to give any description over there, okay, because let me go into let me go into Burna Boy's song, and then see if there is a description over there. So I'm going to copy exactly the same thing, okay. So I'm going to copy the song details to be a long description, okay. So I'm going to copy this one, come over here, and come and put it over here as a as a long description, okay. So just like this one, and then when you scroll down, okay guys, now first let's add the the product image first. So we click on product image, that is the cover, the cover album, or the album cover, whatever it is. Now this is what Burna Boy. We click on it, and then we click on what? Set as product image. So we have Burna Boy as what? Product image over here. And then if you have different pictures of Burna Boy, or different pictures of your cover, and you want to add it, you can just click over. But then this is what we want to use, okay. Now to create a downloadable product, what we have to do is what? To select simple product, and then click on downloadable over here. Now at the moment you click on downloadable, there are more settings that comes, or that appears over here for us to add our files and other stuff to it. So what we have to do is what is the price of the thing that we are selling, or the song that we are selling. So the price is what? 10 Ghana cedis. So I'll go over here and then click on what? Type in 10 Ghana cedis. Now downloadable files, Yes, that is why we ticked this one as a downloadable, because we want people to download the file. Okay, so we click on add file, and then we click on choose file. So we're going to choose our file. Okay, and our file is going to be a song. Okay, definitely it's going to be a song. Now we don't have the song over here, so what we're going to do is we are going to upload the song. So we click on upload files over here, and then we click on select files to select the files that we want to upload. So I'm going to locate where my song is. So my song is on the desktop, and when I go to the desktop, I can locate the music store, and then I'll look for these are the 3 songs that I used. Okay, so I'm going to select all of them and then click on open. Now this will upload the files onto our website for us, so that we can use these files to be able to create the product that we are creating. So let's wait for the files to be able to upload, and then we continue. Now since you are here, I will entreat you to subscribe to my channel for me. We are growing together. I know we are still small, we are growing together, so please subscribe to the channel for me, so that it will motivate me to keep doing the videos that I'm doing. Sometimes when you see your subscription base or whatever it is, you feel like, oh, people are not watching your video, but I know people are watching it, because I see the views. Now it is what's coming, because I know I'm doing a good job. So please subscribe for me, and then it will motivate me to it is free to subscribe. It is not like it is very expensive or you pay something. No, it is just free to subscribe. So please subscribe. So guys, the songs are uploaded over here. Now these songs are not Burna Boy songs. I'm just using the songs for the video that I'm creating. These are free songs that are downloaded from YouTube. Okay, now if you don't know how to download songs on YouTube, I have a video that I have done on how to be able to get free songs on YouTube. Okay, so that when you're making your videos, you need some songs in it and other stuff, you can be able to add those songs to it. They are free to download. You can download it. I showed you in the video how to download songs on YouTube. So guys, the songs are uploaded. Now let's select one of them, and then over here, down here, you see that insert file URL. So we click on it to insert it. Now our file is inserted. Now what we have to do is to write the file name. Okay, and that is the song title. So we say Burna Boy, and then we give it on the low, right? On the low. So that is the file name. Now if you have different files, you can click over here to add file, to add another file. Maybe you are doing an album, right? You can add as many files or as many songs that you want. Okay, but I have only one. That is it. Now the next one is to set the download limit. Okay, now maybe you want people to just download it once, twice, or whatever it is. You can set it over here. So I'm going to leave it blank, so that people can download it unlimited times. And then if you want it to expire, maybe you want the link, or when somebody buys it within 30 days, you want it to expire, you can set the number of days over here for it to expire. Okay, so you can set it over here, and then I think that is it. Now we scroll down. This is where we add the music player in it. Now the music player, this music player is a free music player that really adds some kind of functionality for people to play the song before they can be able to download it. Now because I redesigned this one, this whole page over here, okay, with Elementor, the music player does not really support it. But now when you go to let's go to the music store, and then you see something, it really comes only on the front side. Okay, so if you realize, I have deactivated all the music from it, because it only pops up over here. Okay, which I wasn't really liking it. But then if you still want it and you still want it to pop up over here, you can use the what, this player. Okay, so all what you need to do is to include music player. So you can just what, tick over here, okay, and then you can do what, you know, set it where you want it. But then if you want it to be on all pages, you can what, you can set it as what, all pages, and then that is done. So the next one that we have to do is to set category. Because we haven't created any category for it, this is the best opportunity for us to create all the categories that we want to create. So I'm going to create some few categories from here. But then if you want to create raw categories, you need to go to product. Under product, we have categories over here. When you click on it, you can create categories, you can create tags, you can create attributes for all your what, your products that you are creating. So for the categories that I'm going to create this music genre. Okay, so the music genre that I'm going to create Afrobeat, I'm a piano, hip life, hip hop, high life, hip life, and other. Okay, so these are the the few categories that I'm going to create. But then you, based on what you are doing, you can create as much category as you want to create. So I'll click on add category, and then I'll start with what, I'm a piano, or let's start with Afrobeat. Okay, Afrobeat, and then I'll click on what, add new category, and then I'll still create another one, which is what, I'm a piano, and then I'll click on what, add category, new category, and then I'll create high life. I'll click on what, create category, I'll create hip life, and then create category, I'll click on hip hop, then create category. Maybe if you want to add maybe R&B or whatever it is to it, you can add depending on what you are doing. Then I also create other. Okay, these are the few categories that I'll set up. Okay, now as you can see, the song on the low falls under Afrobeat. Okay, so we're gonna set this one under what, under Afrobeat, and that is what we're gonna do. So I think all is done. Now the next one that you should know is that now over here, okay guys, the next one that over here, if you are selling song, okay, now let's look at this Burna Boy song, and let's look at Davido's song and see the difference in it. Let's see if there is a difference in it, and then I'll show you what I want to show you. Yes, there is a difference in it. Now if you are selling downloadable product, okay guys, if you are selling downloadable product, there is no way somebody should have this one to be able to choose 1, 2, 3 or whatever it is. Okay, now as you can see over here, there is no 1, 2, 3 over here that the person can add 2 or 3, because whatever thing that the person add is still what, the same. Okay, the person cannot download the same thing 3 times or 4 times or whatever it is. The person can have just one link to download. So even if the person, it is not a physical product that you are saying that the person should buy 3 or 4 or whatever it is still what, the same one that the person will get the same thing. So what we are going to do over here is, when you come to the product data over here, you go to inventory. Okay, inventory. Now this is the inventory of the product. Now because it is a downloadable product, we are looking at this place. Okay guys, this place, sold individually. Okay, sold individually. Now make sure that you tick this one. Okay, tick it, enable this only to allow one of this item to be bought in a single order. Yes, we want it this way. Okay, this way. So that is all what we do, so that we will get this kind of feature over here and not this one. Okay, so this is what we want and not this one. Okay, so we want it to be sold individually. Okay, individually. So after we've done everything, I think we are good to go. All what we need to do is to publish. Okay, so our product is published, and let's take a look at how the product looks like. So I'm gonna let it load finish. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at how the product looks like, and let's compare it with what we have over here. Okay guys, so this is how our product looks like. It is not bad, but that is not what we want. Okay, this is exactly not what we want. So guys, as you can see, we have what? Add to cart over here. You see the player is over here because we did not design it this way. Okay, now check this one over here and check this one too over here. There's vast difference. This is what the reviews, and this is the song details. Okay, now there are differences in it. Okay, as you can see, apart from the black background, you know, it is messy. We have the song title too over here, and you know, the breadcrumb or whatever thing too over here. You know, we don't want it. Okay, and then we have how do you call it, the um, sidebar too over here. That is not what we want. We want something unique and something nice, just like this one. Okay, and that is exactly what we will be designing in the next. So I'm going to create, you know, some few products so that we can use it to be able to design our home page. Okay, this beautiful home page that we have over here. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, we'll be able to have this beautiful home page, these things over here that we have over here. Okay, so I'll pause the video and then create the product and then come back later. Alright guys, so I've created some few products over here, some few songs actually over here. As you can see, a lot of them over here. Now we're going to use these ones to design or create our the second homepage that we are creating. So now this is actually all the songs that I've created. So let's move on. Now before we create the page, now I want us to go ahead to create this one over here. Okay, and then also do the playlist too over there. So to create these two things, we're going to use two plugins. Okay, now the playlist, we're going to use the playlist over here to add the playlist. So we're going to hover on playlist over here, and then we go to add new playlist. Now this is how the playlist side looks like. Okay, so we're going to give a title for the playlist. So let's say home playlist. So just anything that you use to remember it. Okay, now we are going to add some few songs here, okay, on the playlist. So let's say we're going to add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 songs. Okay, so 10 songs over there. So let's go over here. Now to create the playlist, you need to have the songs on your computer. Okay, so what we have to do is to select this one, upload. It will bring you over here, and then you select the song that you want to upload, like you want to upload in your playlist. So we select the song and we click on select. So the name of the song will come over here. Now we want to change, let's say, the name of the song to let's say Jackie. Okay, forever. So the artist name is what? The artist name, you fill in all this, you know, details. The artist name is Jackie, and then you can show download link or buy link. Okay, now because you are selling the song, we want to show what download link. So you go to your product. Okay, where is our product? Let me go back to the dashboard. I don't want to exit the other page. Okay, we go to our product over here, all product, and then we choose the song that we want to we want people to download. So let's say okay, so I'm not going to use Jackie, so I'm going to use, let's say, Risk It Terms. Okay, Risk It and Terms. Okay, so let me, so that will be, yeah, it will match to whatever it is. So this, the artist name is what? Risk It featuring Terms. Okay, so let me use that way. And then the buy link is the link that people will click on it to buy this that song. So you, this link over here. So I'm going to click on copy link address, and then I'll come back to this place, and then I'll paste the link address over here. Now when I paste this link address over here and I enter, you realize that it will send me to the product page or the song page where I have to I have to download the song or buy the song. Okay, this page is where I'm going to what I'm going to have. Okay, so that's exactly what we want people to do. So when people click on this thing, this is the buy now link, they should be redirected to the cart page or whatever it is, so that they will be able to download the song exactly what we want. Okay, so that is what we want them to do. So we have one song. Now let's add the cover art to it. So we're going to add Risk It to it. So let me see, I'm going to choose this one to it here, this one. Now I'm going to add some few other tracks just the way we added this one, and then we will continue with the video. Alright guys, so we are done with creating the playlist. So that is all the songs that I've selected. So after uploading all the songs on the playlist, all what you need to do is to come over here and click on publish. So we publish it. Now our playlist is published. Now when we scroll down, okay, we can customize the playlist from here. Okay, the settings of the playlist from here. So how do we want it? We want it to start from a full player. Okay, show track listing, show track listing, visible toggle, whatever it is, reverse track order. And sometimes I keep the settings the way it is, but what I sometimes deal with is this particular one, track listing height. Okay, that is the height of it. Okay, for the width I make it automatic the way it is, but the height I try as much as possible to change it to fit whatever I want. Okay, so I mostly fidget with it before trying with the height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a height of, let's say, 500 pixels, and then we can copy this one. This is what we are going to use in designing our our page. Okay, so that we will use the shortcode to insert it where we want it. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to update it here so that the changes that we did reflect. Now we are done with our playlist. Now the next one that we will have to do is to also create this one. Okay, this grid over here. Okay, now this one we can decide to create it in a carousel or in a grid format, but I want it to be like this, very professional. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going back to our product side, the back end, and then this time around we are not going to use the playlist, but we're going to use this one, WooCommerce Product Ultimate. Okay, that is what is going to help us to create the product carousel. So I'm going to go to add new over here. So first we're going to give our carousel the carousel that the grid that we are going to create, we're going to give it a title. So let's say song grid. Okay, so song grid. So this is what the song grid. Now I'll still leave it over here and then go back to the back end again, go back to the backend again. I'm still going to go over here. Oh, not this one, not this one. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go back to the backend of it. So let's go to the backend. Okay guys, so let's look at the backend. Now guys, this is the backend. Now what we're going to do is what are we even doing? I've forgotten what I said. So we have our playlist. Yeah, so this one. Okay, so what we are going to do is we go back to our product. Okay, all product. Now we want to set the product as featured product so that we can be able to use them in the grid that we want. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to set some of the product as what featured product, or we can decide to even leave it just like that. And then still, let me go to here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use new product rather than the featured product. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the song grid. Okay, it's okay. And then let's go to the settings. Now this is the grid that we are talking about. This is carousel. This moves. Okay, it moves, but this one is what we want to use, so we want to use this one rather. Okay, and then we can select the theme that we want, 1 2 3. So let's leave it as what, as 1, as it is, and then we can play around with the settings over here to to suit whatever we want. Okay, so however we want it, we can play around it. Now product per page, how is the product per page? How do we want it? Now let's look at this one. This one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have what, 9. So product per page is what, is 9. Okay, how many products you want to display? Now do you want to display header? No, we don't want any header. Display product title, yes, we want product title. And then product types. Okay, so we want use latest product. Okay, now we can also use older product or featured product. Which one it is? This is the pro version, so we are not going to go over there. Now display sale badge. If you want to display sale badge on it, okay, you can decide to display it, but we are not going to display any sale badge. Display featured badge, no. Display sold out badge, no. Display discount badge, no. And then we come over here, display product price. Yes, we want to display product price. Display product rating. So what we're going to do is we are not going to display the price, we are not going to display product rating. All what we need is add to cart button. Okay, and then that is it. So this is exactly what we want. Okay, and then we publish, and then we can publish. Now let's go back to the settings again to make some few settings. We want to adjust the grid settings itself. So let's go to the grid settings over here. Now how many columns do you want? Okay, how many columns do you want? And then the columns for tablet, and then the columns for mobile. Now let's look at the columns over here. The columns were 1 2 3. Okay, so it is 3 columns. That is what we are looking for. So we're gonna change it to 3. And then mobile 2, a tablet 2, mobile 1. And then display pagination, no, we don't want any numbers over there. Now this is the place that you can style the pagination. So we are not going to display any pagination, so we'll leave it just like that. Now let's go to the style settings too. I'm coming, guys. I don't know what happened, but my hand pressed on the back key and then it went back. So let me go into it again here. Okay, so let's go to we want to the column, we said we want it to be 3, and then so let's update it so that whenever it goes back, our settings will still be there. Now let me go to the general settings to also check those settings whether what we did was there. Okay, team 19. Okay, yeah, everything is there. Now let's go to the style settings over here. Now this is how we can style our how do you call it, everything that we this one, the grid. Okay, how we want to style it. Okay, so we can decide to style it the way we want it. So the font color, definitely we are using black, so the font color should be white. The font color should be white, so we choose white. And then product title font, it still needs to be white because we are writing on black. And then with the hover font, so when you hover on it, yeah, so we want it the same color. Okay, I think this one is good. And then product price, we don't have any product price, so we don't have any rating. So, and then the add to cart button, okay, the background and this one is all good. And then the ribbon button, okay, so I think that is good. So we update it. Now let's go to the settings again, and let me see general settings. Let me see add to cart. Okay, guys, so I think we are good to go. So everything is perfectly well. So now we have also done our how do you call it, our carousel or our grid. Okay, so we can proceed to start designing our page because we have the product to design our page. So to design our page, let's go to pages and then choose the page that we want to design. So we go to the home. This is what we are going to design. Okay, this is exactly what we want to design. So we go to home and then we click to edit it. Now I want it to have the exact name as this name. Okay, the music store. Okay, so that is what I want it to have. Now as you can see, the home says download fresh and trending music from Africa. Okay, so that is exactly what I want it to have. So I want to delete this one and say download fresh and trending music from Africa. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to have. And then the permalink. Okay, this permalink, instead of home, I wanted to say where is it, this one, the music store, just this one. Okay, the music store, this is the permalink that I want. So I want to put this one, the slug, I want to put it over here, the music store. Okay, I don't want it to say home. Okay, now if you remember, we've chosen our home page already, which is the front page. So I just want this one not to say anything home. I just wanted to say a different thing altogether. So the music store. So I think we are good to go. I'm going to disable certain things. So when I go to the header, I'm going to disable the header over here, and then the title tool is disabled. Yeah, so I will update it. And then with the Elementor, as you can see, this full width. Okay, so I'm going to edit with Elementor. Click over here to edit with Elementor. Okay guys, so that is it. So our header is gone, which I think I made a mistake. I don't want it to go because we will use the header. Okay, So you let's finish designing it, and then later on we go and what. No, let me fix it first. let me let me fix that problem first before I move on to do anything. So the header, yeah, this one should be there. It should be our default header. Okay, and then click on update, and then we edit with what, Elementor. Yeah, so this is exactly what we want it this way. Now guys, so all what we have is what, our header and then our footer. Okay, so we have to design the page just like this one over here. So the first one is what, our hero section over here, just like we did the other one, the other first homepage. We are going to do the same thing over here. Now to make the job fast for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy some things, okay, especially with the buttons. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go back to the home page over here. Where are the pages? The main home page or the front page. Okay, so this one, and then I also open it. I'll open it so that I can be able to copy things from page to page. Okay, so this is what we are designing. Okay, so what we're going to do is yeah, so that I can be able to copy some of the buttons so that it will be quick whenever I'm designing it. Okay, because I don't want to go ahead to design the button again. Now we are going to let me remove some of the things. So we are going to design this particular home page. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do is this hero section over here. So like we did the other one, we're going to create this hero section. So let's go to create a new structure, and then we pick 2-column section, this one here, and then we set the settings for it. So we can, you know, make it the height to be minimum height. Okay, and then let's choose to be what, 600, and then let's go to the style, and let's pick a background for it. So we're gonna pick a background. Now if you see this one, this background picture is what we're going to use. Okay, so let's scroll through and see where so this one is what we are going to use. So we're going to use this one over here, and then we set some few settings for the background picture. Now let's look at how it is. Okay, so everything is fixed. So we are going to it is not scrolling, it's fixed. So we are going to pick the position to be center. We're going to pick the attachment as default, no repeat, and then we go to cover. Okay, so that will fix in it exactly the way we want it. Okay, so that's very good. So we've set the background. Now we need to write something on it. Okay, so this is exactly what we are going to write on it, and we're going to copy, and then we come over here, and then we choose a text heading, okay, widget or element, and then we paste. Okay, now we're going to change this one to white. Okay, so we go to style, we change the color to white, and then we go to typography, and then we increase the size. Okay, like we did the other time, if you want to check the text size, you just right click on it, go to inspect. Okay, you can see you know, the text size of what we are dealing with. Okay, so let me, yeah, so let's see, the font size is 45. Okay, so we go over here and then we make it what, 45. Okay, and then we come over here to browse whatever it is. Let's copy it and come over here, pick a text. We can pick a text widget or a heading widget, anyhow we want it. Okay, just make sure that it is what you want. Then we paste in this one. Okay, we can paste in this one. Okay, so this is what a heading widget, so we can change it to become a paragraph. Okay, so meaning that they use I said they use I use the heading widget to create it. So I'm gonna bring another heading widget over here, and then this time around I'll paste this one in it. Yeah, just like this one. Okay, and then I'll come over here to change, and then the typography, let me see, let me pick this one to pick this one. Yeah, so the typography is what's the name, the font size is 45 poppins, and okay, and this one is what, also 45 and poppins. Okay, so that is exactly how it is. Now let me close it and see. So this is definitely not 45. Okay, it means that there is something wrong. So what I'm going to do is, let me check it again. This is definitely not 45. Even if it is 45, maybe I reduce the font size here. Definitely the weight. Okay, so maybe I reduce the weight. So let's make it this way. Okay, I think this is okay. Yeah, now let me check this one again. Okay, so I'm going to increase this one a little bit. I'm going to increase this one a little bit. So I'll go, let me just give it 45 and then increase the weight to 900, and then let me drag this one over here and then still increase it, to just the way I want it. Okay, so just the way I want it. Yeah, and then I'll make it 800 and see how it feels, or maybe 700, and still increase it a little bit. Yeah, and then the same way applies to this one. Let me adjust some few settings over here. So I'm gonna make it 28. Yeah, let me see how it looks. Not bad. Okay, now guys, you design it the way you feel. Okay, you go with your flow, but make sure that you pick the right colors. Everything should be correct, and that makes you a good designer. Okay, yeah, sometimes when you're designing something and then you feel like it's not good, you know that this thing is not nice, and that is what makes you a good, you follow your instincts and then you do the right thing. If you are doing a project for a client or whatever it is, make sure that you pick their client colors and everything involved in whatever you are doing. Don't just do how you feel like I'm saying, but then you do what the client asks you to do. But when you are doing a project for yourself, you follow your feelings, and then you know how you feel like the thing really works, and then you go with the flow. As a good designer, when you see something is good, you know it's good, and that is it. So now what is left with what, the buttons over here. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this is what just two column. Okay, just two lines, and this one is what, 1 2 3. Okay, so I feel like there is more to do over here. So let me still drag this one here and make it just 2 column. Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna reduce this maybe a little bit here, and then come over here, and then just push here a little bit inside. Okay, so I'm gonna go to whether padding or margin, whatever fits, I'll use. Okay, so let me say right, and then let me go for 40. Yeah, so let me look at it. Yeah, it's okay, it's not bad. So you can also decide to increase the line height of the how do you call it, the text. Okay, so I'm going for 1.2 em here, which is not really bad. It's okay. So it's okay, it's falling in shape. Okay, everything is working. So we can update it, and then now go to our front page here. Because we've created a button already, we did it from the other side, so I'm just going to come here and copy. So you can also do the same thing, copy it, come here, and then just paste it. Okay, copy and paste, the same thing, come here, copy, and then come here, and then paste. Yeah, it will fall into the same place. Now if you want it to follow the same format as this one, as white, you can just change the hover. You can just change the hover. Okay, so let's go to style of the button. Now the text color could be white, or let me the text color could be white. Okay, this white, and then let me check this. Okay, so this one is what, white, and when you hover it is what it is, our theme color. And then the border to, let me copy this color. Okay, the border to should be what, should be white. Yeah, and then when we go to the hover text color should be this one, and then the border to should be this one. Okay, so guys, when you hover on it, and then what is written in the button text is what is general. Okay, so just this one. Yeah, so guys, if you see, these buttons are what, a little bit smaller, so we can decide to what, reduce the text size. Let's reduce the text size, the typography size. So instead of 28, we're going to reduce it to, let's say 20. Okay, the same thing applies to this one. Go to style, typography, and reduce it to 20. Yeah, so this is perfect. Yeah, so exactly as this one. Okay, no difference. Yeah, so we are done with the top one. Now let's go to this one. Okay, let's go to this one. Now this one is in 3 different sections. Now we have the heading with the subheading. We have these columns over here and a button. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay, but we created them differently, and that is what we are going to do over here. So what we're going to do is we pick a session. We're going to pick this session over here. Okay, the 1 column session over here. Now with the 1 column session, what we are going to do is we're going to pick an inner session over here and put it in it like this. Okay, Now, as you can see, we are not creating this one first, we are creating the inner one over here. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so we have 6 columns. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate them, this one 6 times. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 2, so we have 4. Let's do another 2 again. So 1 2 3 4 5, and then another one will come. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so guys, we have 6 word columns. Now let's finish with the top one, that is the text. Okay, this text. So the best music from great artists in Africa. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, come over here, pick a heading, drag the heading into here. Okay, the top of it, make sure that it falls on top of it, and then I'm going to paste this one in it, position it in the middle, position the thing in the middle, come to style, you style it to white. Okay, and then you pick the heading, size of the font. Okay, so let's say it is what, 30. Let's say it is what, it is 30 over here. Okay, so now let me check this one. Okay, so we're gonna say maybe it is what, it is 30. Okay, so to make sure that it fits in the way this one fits. Okay, just like that. Now let me check how it is going to be like. Okay, so the 30 I think is a little bit, yeah, maybe it's okay, maybe it's not, but I'm gonna make it like the 28 and increase the width a little bit. Okay, so I think this one is okay. Now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to also copy this one over here, copy it, come here, and then pick a text widget. Okay, pick this text widget over here, put it under here, paste the text in it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size. I'm going to reduce the size to, let's say, 16. Okay, so 16 is too small. 18 or 20, let's say 20. Okay, yeah, and then I'll put it in the center. Okay, just like this one. Now this is how it looks like. It is not what we want. Okay, because it doesn't really fit exactly the thing that we want. So what we want is, we want it to be close a little bit. So we decrease the line height. Let's give it a line height of 1. Oh, let's go 1 em or 1.1 em. Okay, which is okay. And then let's go to advanced, and then from advanced we give it a top margin of -20 or maybe -10. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so -10 is cool, it's not bad. Okay, so -10. Now the next one that we are going to do is to look at what is in here. Now guys, if you can see, this one is what, icons with text. Okay, icons with text, and that is exactly what we want to achieve. So we're going to look for an icon box. Okay, so we go over here, look for icon. Okay, so we are going to use this icon list. Okay, so we put it in one of them, just like this one. Now I'm going to delete this one and make it just one. Okay, and I'm going to style it. So the first one is what, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. So I'm going to go here and write Nigeria. Okay, now I'm going to go to style, and then I go to text, and then typography, and then I reduce the text to 18, or let's say 20, so that it's gonna be with just like this first one that we did. Okay, so guys, as you can see, we can also decide to increase the icon text. Okay, so 14, let's give it also 20. Okay guys, so we give this one also, let's say 18. Yeah, 18 will be okay. And then we come to the content over here. Now we duplicate this one 3 times. Okay, so 1 2, oh, 1 2, yeah, so we have 3. Okay, then we can change this one to Ghana. We can change this one to South Africa. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Now all what we have to do is just copy this one, paste it over here, and then change the words in it. Okay, so we change it, we paste this one to over here, paste this one to over here, and then paste this one to over here, and then paste this one to over here. Now we have to change all the words in this one. Okay, so we change it. So you click over here, you come over here, and then if it is Nigeria that you don't want, you change it to Kenya. Okay, you go over here, let's say Cameroon. Okay, and then maybe Botswana. How is it spelled? Botswana. Is it like this? Yeah, I'm sure. Let me check the spelling well. I'm confused. Oh, I don't have it over here. Botswana. Let me check. Botswana. Botswana. Oh yeah, I'm correct. I'm good. Botswana. Yeah, it's correct. So that is it, Botswana. And then you can go on to change all the other things that you want to change, all the countries over here. So that is it. Now the next one is to bring the button over here. So I'm still going to copy this button, so I'll copy this one. Okay, and then I'll paste it here. Yeah, so this one is what this one, you remember that this one, the button, we did it with inline. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the button position. Okay, instead of inline, we're going to do it default. Now the default will make it what the same as the default one, and then we can position the button in the middle, just like this one. Okay, now what is written on the button? Download songs now. Okay, so what we have to do is just clean this one and say download songs now. Okay, so we have it. Okay, so this one is also taking it, but guys, see, it is compressed. It is somehow like compressed. Okay, there is no space in the up and there's no space down, and that is not how this one looks. Okay, there's space over here, as you can see, and there's also space over here. So we have to solve that problem. So what we have to do is just click on the main session, the one column session over there, go to advanced. Okay, now let's see if the padding will work. If the margin will work. If the margin doesn't work, then we give it a padding. Okay, so let's give it 60. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I think this one is okay. Yeah, this one looks okay. Or if you don't want the padding, the margin, you can give it a padding. So button 60, and then top also 60, making it look something like this. Okay, this margin gives a space in the um how do you call it, the session. Okay, in the session or the column, it gives the space in the session. It doesn't, but the margin gives the space outside the what, outside the session. So we want the space to be in the session. Okay, so I think this one is okay, this one is cool. So we are still on it, we are good to go. So we are done with this one. Now don't worry about the buttons, we can link all of them later on when we are when we are done. So we are done with this one. Now let's move on to the next one. The next session is what, is where we bring what we did at the back end. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So let's go over here and create also a 2-column what, session. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2. Okay, so we're going to create 2-column structure. We're going to use a 2-column session over here. Now we drag, let's click on the grep icon over here and search for shortcode, and then drag the shortcode to this place. Okay, so when we drag the shortcode, now this is where we look for the playlist, not the playlist, rather we look for the other shortcode, that is this one. Okay, we go for all WooCommerce product ultimate, and then we look for this one. We copy this shortcode over here, that is the grid song, the song grid that we created. We copy it, the shortcode, and come and put it in this one. So we put it over here, and then we click on what, apply, and let's see how it behaves. Okay guys, so this is how it is behaving. Okay, don't worry about it now, because it is at the front end. I'm sure everything will what, work out when we go to the main page. So now let's click on update. Okay, now let's go to the playlist, scroll down, copy the playlist shortcode, come back again, and then search for shortcode again, drag this shortcode to over here, and then paste it in it. Okay, just paste the playlist in it, and then click on apply. Okay, and then let's click on update. And now let's see, the playlist is not showing, but let's preview it and see. Let's click on this small eye icon over here and preview it and see how our page is looking. It's looking scary, very scary. Why is it looking like this? Now guys, I know the reason why. It's looking this way. It is because of these ones. Okay, these ones that we added in the product. Okay, so what we have to do is to fix that one. Okay, we have to fix it. So you see how the thing looks, it looks scary, it looks really bad. Now we don't want it, so we have to fix it. Now we have to fix it by going through all the products and removing that thing from it. So we go to our products, all product, or better still, we can just do one thing to save time. Okay, to save time, what we have to do is what, to just go to plugins and then deactivate that plugin. Okay, because we want to design our website to be nice, that plugin is making it uncomfortable for it. So this is the music player for WooCommerce, we just deactivate it. Okay, now let me just close this one, come back again, click on the eye icon over here and see how it's looking like. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, everything is what, perfectly the way it is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so if you want to showcase your music like this, then I'm sure you don't have to you don't have to how do you even call it, you don't have to like add the music player to the product that you want to showcase on your front page. Okay, or you can decide to showcase the music player inside the the page, but not on the front page like this. Okay, so you can decide to showcase it inside your music player. Okay, but this time, because of time, that is why I deactivated it. Okay, so that we will get a view of what I'm talking about. So guys, that is how you can be able to create this thing over here. Okay, so we are almost done. The page is looking the way we want it. The page is looking the way we want, but then one thing we have to do is let's give a space at the top and bottom. So we click on this grip icon over here, and then we go to advanced, and then the same thing we did for the first one, we give it to a 60-60. So 60 top, 60 down. Okay, and then we click on update. Okay, so let's take a look at how it is also behaving. Yeah, so at least we have 60. Yeah, so our website is in shape. Our website is in shape. Everything is working perfectly. Okay guys, so this is our second page created. Now the next one that we're going to do is to create the header and then the footer for the main website. Okay, so to create the header and the footer, so that we bring this part 2 to a close, and then with the part 3 we design the product pages and then the other pages left. So to create the header and the footer, we click on and let me close this one. So we are done with this one, so I'm going to exit on dashboard, exit to dashboard. I'm going to close this one too. Okay, so this is our dashboard. Now let's go to appearance over here. Let's go to appearance, and then let's go to customize. Okay, we want to customize our header and then our footer. So let's go to customize. Okay, now first let's deal with our footer first, because the footer is very simple. Okay, so as you can see, the footer is just this one, very simple over here, the music store. Okay, so that is what we are going to deal with first. So let's locate where the footer is. So this is what the footer, we are going to use the footer bottom. Okay, we don't need footer widget for anything because we don't want footer widgets. But if you want footer widgets, you can do your own footer widget. So we're going to use for the footer widget, we disable it. Okay, because we don't want any footer widget. And then for the footer bottom, we enable it, and then instead of this one, I'm going to delete this one and paste the music store over there. I'm gonna so that the date will reflect anytime there is there is how do you call it, there is a change in year. Okay, so that is it. So the text color, I want it to be a little bit white. Yeah, so this is okay, and the background is okay. The length color, I want it to be our color that we chose. Yeah, so we publish it, and then that is it. Now we are going to talk about the header. Now for the header, before we design the header, now we're going to design the header over here. Okay, but before we design the header, we have to make sure that our our menus are set correctly. So we go to what, appearance, and go to menus. Okay, so that we set our menus correctly before. Okay, so let's look at here. Okay, so we set up the last time, part 1, we set up what, full screen menu, the main menu, and then the right menu, right? So we have the full screen menu. If you can see, we have the full screen menu, which is on the what, the main page, the front page. Okay, now this is the right menu. Okay, this is the right menu, and then we have the full screen menu. Okay, so what we're going to do is, when you go to the customize over here, now we go to header. Okay, now on the header we go to general. Okay, so with the header style, okay, we are going to choose what, center. Okay, here, center. Going to choose center. Okay, now guys, you cannot see it over here because of a full screen, or like our main how do you call it, front page over here. So you cannot see what we are doing over here, but let me publish it. Okay, and then go to view it in a different place, and then you see what I'm talking about. So let me go here. Okay, so I have to change this one. Okay, I have to change this one, and then go here, and then you see, at the moment we change it to what, the center, you realize that the logo which was here is now here. Okay, the logo which was here is now what, here. Okay, so exactly what we want it to be. Okay, so resembling just this one over here. So now let's go to the customize again. Okay, now we want the background color to be black, because this one is what is also black. Okay, and then okay, and then what again, now yeah, let's select the menu for what, the left menu, and then the centered what, menu. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So we use the what, the left menu for the full screen menu, or let's say the main what, the main menu. Okay, let's choose it for the main menu, and then a centered menu. Yeah, so this one is what, the let me go to choose this one as the full screen menu. Okay, now the right menu, we're going to set it in a different way. So let me publish this one, come to menus over here. Now I want to change this one to what, to home. Okay, to home. Yeah, to home. Okay, let me see how it looks like. Yeah, it's home, about, services, and then contact. Okay, so let me come again, then let me publish this one. Okay, now let me change this one also. So this one is the main menu. Okay, so that is what we are going to use for the left side. Okay, so as you can see, we come to the home, this side, and then we change this one to what, to home. Okay, yeah, and then we assign the how do you call it, the main menu to what, let me see over here. So we have what, yeah, so this one is the right, the main menu, that is the left menu. Okay, so we assign the main menu to what, to this one. Okay, we assign it to this one, and then let me look at this one also. Okay, so let me check and see if everything is correct over here. Yeah, so guys, don't mind me, okay? Sometimes I feel like what I'm doing, I've made a mistake. That is why I go to check um my pink sheet to see if whatever I'm doing is correct or not. So let me just save it and then go and refresh, and also update this one also, and go and refresh our website and see if everything that we are doing is what correct. So let's refresh the website and see if it is falling in place. Yeah, so as you can see over here, so we have what, the home, about, services, and then what, contact as what, as the left side. Okay, it is here, and we still have the same thing as what, home, about, services on our right side. That is not what we want. Okay, that is not what we want. So let's go back to the menu. Okay, and then instead of using this one as our main menu, we don't use it as our main menu, but rather we use the right menu. Okay, we select the right menu. Let's choose the right menu and select it, and use that one as what, our main menu over here. So let's save it and then go back and refresh it. Yes, so guys, as you can see, it is what, it is working. Okay, sorry, it is working perfectly. Okay, now our next one that we go, let's go back to the customized aspect over here again. Now we have to what, style our what, our how do you call it, our menus. Okay, so yeah, so this one is what, the background, and this one is the border bottom. Okay, so if you don't want any header border bottom, we can what, just ignore it over here, untick this one, and then what, it will go away. And then you can also increase the height of the header the way you want it. So we want it just like that, and then what, it's okay. Now let's go back and then go to the menu. Okay, and then let's what, style the menu. Okay, let's style the what, the menu. Now as you can see, the position of the main menu is what, right. So let's style the menu. So the link colors should all be white because we are working on black. Okay, so all the colors should be what, should be white. And then the hover color should pick our color, and then the link current color should also pick our color. Okay, the link background, all those things, we are going to leave it like that. And then if you want the drop down star, the drop down is this ones. Okay, how you want it, you can what, customize all of them. So the drop down, you want the background to be also black, the top color should be red, and then the border colors. Okay, so the border colors. Okay, if you want any border, you can what, check it the way you want it. But I'm going to go to the link color should be white. Okay, the link hover, okay, should also be white. Okay, but the link background hover, okay, should be this color. And then the link current menu, okay, current menu should be also be white. I want it to be white. And the current link background current menu should be red. Okay, okay, so the search icon, okay, the search icon, so you can what, the background of the search icon, the input color, the the input border color, the input what do you call it, the input, whatever it is, all those things you can you can decide to set all of them up. Okay, but if you don't want it, you can ignore it. So this is the search color that they are talking about. Okay, so if you don't want it, you can also ignore it. Okay, so let's publish it and see how our website now looks like. Yeah, so now everything is falling in place. So you have no product, we have no product over here. Okay, so everything is now falling in place. Now you can let's look at this one. This one is in capitals, okay, caps. So you can also decide to set your own typography for it. Okay, so this is what the drop downs category post. Okay, so all these things you can set it. Now let's go to the typography. Okay, with the typography you can go to main menu, right, and then you can set your your font. So we want it to be Poppins. You can also set the font style, text transform. We want it to be uppercase. Okay, so we save it, and the text size anyhow you want it. Now let's come and refresh the page. Yeah, so it's in uppercase, but because it became uppercase, what happened? Our how do you call it? Our search button had dropped down. Okay, a search button has dropped down, and we don't want it like that. It looks scary for us. We don't want it like that. So what we're gonna do is, it's either we reduce the font size, or we reduce this one. Okay, so now let's reduce the font size and reduce the width, and let's refresh it again and see. Yeah, so now everything is looking perfect as it is right now. So guys, you see the website is falling in shape. Now the top over here is where we're going to sort it out. So let's go to top bar. Okay, this is the top bar. So this is a typography for the top bar, but this is the top bar itself. Okay, so let's go to general, enable top bar. Okay, now the top bar background, how do you want it? You want it this color. Okay, and then the text color we want it to be white. Yeah, we want it to be white. The link color too, we want it to be white. And then the link hover color, I want it to be black, because we are writing on on red. Okay, so or on orange, whatever the color is. So we want it to be black. So let's go back, and then the content and all the other things you can add it to it. Okay, if you want to add any content, but the social is what we are going to fix over here. So if you have a Twitter thing, you can add the Twitter to it. So I'm going to write hash, and then maybe YouTube, right? Yeah, YouTube. So hash. Now the pound sign denotes like a URL. Okay, so now let's go back and refresh the website and see how it looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's over here, right? But it's not looking nice. Okay, it's really not looking nice at all. So the social colors, we want it to be white. So let me pick the white. Okay, now let's Look at it very carefully. Okay, so this is the font size. Okay, 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 okay. Now let's go to the top bar again, the general. Okay, so if you want it to be full width, you can what? You can show it over here, and then where you want the social to show. Okay, so we want it to be what? Wherever we want it to show, or what you show. So this one is saying what? Left, center, and right social, but I want left social and right center. Okay, so that is what we want. And then we can also give some padding for it. Okay, so we can decide to give maybe top and bottom padding of, let's say, 10 10. Let's see how it is working. Okay, so it's coming into shape, but it's still not well. So now what we have to do is, let me go back to the social, increase the social size a little bit to 20, or let's say 25, and see if it will expand the size of. Okay, so this one expanded, but it's way too, we want it to be just like this one. Okay, so let me go back again and go back to the same, let's say 14, yeah, for the social, and then go to give it a top padding of 20, a bottom padding of 20, and let me see if it fix our problem for us. Yeah, so this one will fix this one will fix our problem for us. But guys, as you can see, we have some white you know, border over here. Let's try and then fix that one. So where is the white border? Okay, so top bar, header, general. Okay, okay, so guys, let's erase this border and see if it goes away. Yeah, okay, so what it does is it goes away, but it becomes transparent. Okay, but that is better than none. Okay, so that is what we wanted. So I think the top is okay. All what is left with this login over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to back to the menu. Okay, and then with this menu, what we are going to do is we're going to create another menu. Okay, so we create new menu, and then we call the menu top menu. Okay, so we call it top menu, and then we position it at the top, and then we create menu. Okay guys, so we're going to bring this user link over there. Okay, so we come over here and then we click on login. Okay, we click on login over here, we use this one, login over here, and then we can also what use log out. We can also bring another one, which is maybe log out or something. Okay, or we can decide to ignore the user menu, delete it, and then bring the login pop-up that we we used. Okay, so this one, the login, the login over here. Okay, that is what exactly that so we click on login over here, and then we also click on what we want it to say the person's name when the person is logged in. Okay, now we can also decide to also use register. Okay, and then also log out for what log out users. Okay, so sorry, so what we want to do is what we want this one to what to come here. Now this one will show to what will show to only we want it to show to only logged in users. Okay, and then we can select the people we want it to show to. Okay, over here, so maybe you want to show to everybody, so everybody who is logged in, the name should be what should be there. Okay, and that is what we want. So, and then this one should also show to what logged out users. Okay, everybody who is logged out, it should show to them. And then the register should also show to what logged out users. Okay, register should also show to logged out users. And then this one automatically show to whoever is what logged out. Okay, so let's click on what update. Okay, now as we updated it and then we assigned it to the top bar, let's go to our website and refresh it and see if it shows over here. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, it's over here. Okay, so now let me pick this and go to a new incognito web page, and then click over there and see if what we created that is supposed to show to here. So if you are logged out, see you have what login and register. Okay, but if you are logged in, automatically it shows you your name and then log out. Okay, so this is exactly what we want. So guys, this brings us to the end of the part 2 of creating our music professional music website. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, I'll be dropping part 3, which will be talking about will be the last part of this tutorial. So please, I hope you like it and share it for me, and see you in the next video. Please again, please like the video and share it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking. Bye bye.